Hello, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Nassau, Bahamas, for what is an annual tradition, the Bahamas Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Got it in the middle, it's West. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Parks. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Hutchinson. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Working the middle, it's complete. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He wants to change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Going deep. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Hilltopper.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Slithers into space. There he goes. And just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity offense.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will punt this one away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. On the run, it's Hemby. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snap it to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hoosiers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Parks. He wants to take the top off. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field position than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Myers. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Parks. Going over the top. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. Will the offenses continue to walk it up and down the field, or is there a defensive stop somewhere as we start the second quarter? Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The play action fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback making checks. Under fire. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Now the connection takes it to the 11. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. 14. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Hilltoppers in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's...
Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do...
He lets one fly deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. To the air, it's Mendoza. Right on the money.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Working that left side now. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And Dave.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh. And the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He might want another play. Looking for a man, it's Parks. Pocket breaking down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Looking for a crease, it's Hemby. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. Encroachment defense. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Morris. Touchdown, Indiana! A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hutchinson. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true.
Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Great place to start for this offense. They're working that left side. That completion.